Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove Javitch Block from your credit report. And in many cases, this is without paying the debt at all. So if that's you or someone you know, I'm confident that you're going to walk away from this video knowing what the next best step is to take. But I should say this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. You know, for example, if you know or you believe that Javitch Block or any of the accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft, or that have a wrong balance after you've already paid, or any number of major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that can work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. Or, you know, if no issues like that exist and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can certainly help with that too. Just give us a call today. Our number will be in the description area below for you to find. But what I want to do in this video is I want to go through the most important questions that we get about this company. And the first one that I have here, I think is really important. I know it's really important. And that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with Javitch Block? I put this one at the top of the list because we get a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And it makes sense. You know, when you think about it, few people are taught how credit and debt work in school. I never learned this, you know, so I didn't find out the answer to this question until I got into the business. And here it is. Fortunately, unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So no need to worry about that whatsoever. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000. You could refuse to pay $1 million. You will not be arrested for the amount or get any jail time, okay? So now, who is Javitch Block and why are they on your credit report? So they're referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency, and they buy debts, unpaid accounts, like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount, okay? Here's an example. Let's imagine that you, doesn't matter, for whatever reason, have an unpaid card with Capital One. And let's just say it's $1,000. Javitch Block could, in theory, come along and buy that debt for just, I don't know, $100. But they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, which gives them a 10x return on their investment. So yeah, I mean, these companies can really make a lot of money. And damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is the primary strategy that they have to get you to pay. However, what many people don't know is that paying a debt on your credit report does not remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So a lot of time, you know, paying isn't actually in your best interest and could just be a waste of money. In rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score further. So in addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters, call a lot, definitely will be calling a lot, even calling your family members and colleagues. And this is a good time to mention too, if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you again may be owed a lawsuit. So that's another case. You want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. So a question here is, should you negotiate a settlement with Javitch Block? Settling your debt with Javitch Block really depends on your goal. Typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't the best option. Now, why do I say that? Because, well, I mentioned it before, even if you pay the collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. Now, instead, we always recommend that you work with an expert like us to review these accounts for you. And if certain issues exist, then the accounts can be removed. And this is a win-win. You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't help your score, and the negative account gets removed from your report. So it's perfect. So right into the next question. How do you remove Javitch Block from your credit report? Right? Fair question. So the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. Now, I will say that the knowledge required to do this, it's a bit more involved than it might seem. I'm not saying you couldn't learn how to do it or you shouldn't, but just know it'll take some time, maybe weeks, maybe months to really learn how to do it properly. However, if you'd like to hire a professional to handle it for you and ensure it's done properly the first time and save the extra time, well, that's what we're here for. And we'd be happy to take care of it for you. We've dealt with Javitch Block accounts many times, and they regularly have issues. And we've helped numerous clients deal with them. And, we'd be happy to take care of it for you as well if you prefer. How can you get Javitch Block to stop calling you? Yeah, don't we all want this? Like I mentioned, they're going to be calling you. It's just their attempt to collect the debt they've purchased. Which means the only reason that they're going to stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them. Or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will Javitch Block try suing or garnishing my wages? So Javitch Block suing is unlikely. It can and does happen, but in our experience, it's rare. There are many laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win, and it's a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect at all, which is another benefit of using an expert. Here's a great question. What are my rights when dealing with Javitch Block? So here's the answer. You have the right to dispute any of your debt that Javitch Block has purchased. Javitch Block is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, the FDCPA, and as I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. Now, these acts can seem complicated, but understand this. They provide a great deal of power to you, the consumer, if you know how to use them properly. But, again, if you don't have time to research these acts, I don't blame you. It's not a problem. Give us a call today, and we can discuss your options. Again, you can find our number in the description area below. And with that, thank you so much for watching.